Well, hello, students, and welcome to another episode here on Jay's Learning School. On today's lesson, I have the opportunity to teach you about phrasal verbs concerning money. Phrasal verbs concerning money. And so, as always, I'm very excited about today's lesson. I'm still dealing with this pollen, so if I have to cough every now and then throughout today's lesson, please bear with me. I don't want to have a substitute teacher, so I'm going to try to press my way through this. Thank you so much for your patience. Now, at the end of today's lesson or in the middle of today's lessons, one or the other, I am so appreciative for all of the new subscribers, and I will do a subscriber shout out. And so I want you to hang around for that. Also, as always, I have a quiz questions that I give throughout the lesson. So make sure that you're paying attention so you can answer these questions correctly. I really enjoy these times of the lessons where I can ask those questions and see you guys get them correctly. So let's go ahead with today's lesson so we can learn something new. So money is a big part of life. No matter how young you are or old you are, you will find this to be true. We have to earn money in order to take care of certain expenses. It's a great thing to save money for emergencies. There are times in life you will help someone in need, so you will give them money. You'll go out and you want to purchase things that you desire. You'll spend money. We invest money. And sometimes we lose or waste money because we make bad decisions or we just neglect the money that we have. And so on today's lesson, you're going to learn phrasal verbs that will help you in all of these situations. So let's get into today's first, let's get into today's first phrasal verb, get by. So to get by simply means that you are trying to stay on budget. You have a certain amount of money set aside for your living expenses. And in order not to be in the negative, you want to stick to a budget so you can get by. You want to make sure you have enough money for fuel, for lights, for clothing, and other expenses. And when you do, people describe that as getting by. Take out a loan. Of course, when you take out a loan, you're borrowing money, whether it be from a friend, a coworker, or a financial institution. So you're borrowing money for a vacation, or you may take out a loan for an emergency, such as repairing your car. Okay, the motor may have gone bad and it may cost you $4,000 and you may only have two. So you need to, or you might take out a loan so you can get your motor fixed on your vehicle. Cut back on. Now, when we use the phrase cut back on, it says that we want to spend less money. So in this country, food prices have skyrocketed. I would have never imagined that I would be alive to see a dozen eggs cost $6 a dozen. It would be interesting to know how much a dozen eggs costs in your part of the world. Let me know down in the comments section. But here, food prices are just very high. And so some people, in order to have money to purchase groceries or food for their family, they may cut back on entertainment. So a person may go to the movies 4 times a month, but instead of going 4 times, they're cutting back so they can put that extra money toward their food bill. Cut back on. I remember there was a time where fuel prices was close to $5 a gallon. So people had to cut back on other areas. People were cutting back on driving, okay, because fuel was so expensive in this country. Okay. Payback. Now, when you borrow money from someone or an institution, you want to return the money that you owe. You want to reimburse the person or the bank that you borrowed the money back. You want to pay them back. So if you owed me $600, I would hope you would pay me back. Unfortunately, one part of life that many people experience is that you can help someone out, but they will not pay you back. I have people right now that I have loaned money to, and they walk by me like they don't even owe me money. They refuse to pay me back. Everyone is not like that, but sadly, you have people that are like that. I firmly believe you should pay what you owe. So pay back or reimburse the person that loaned you money. Save up is a great phrasal verb. So when you save up money, you're putting money aside for a particular need or purpose. Okay. So I may save up money for a vacation, or I may save up money because I have to go to the dentist and I know I will have a bill. So I'm saving up my money. Or I could be saving up money to buy a pair of shoes. So whatever the desire or the need is, you're putting money aside. You're saving up your money. One thing I practice doing is when I get home, if I've spent money, even though money now can be digital, one thing I practice is I have a jar for my pennies, a jar for my nickels, quarters, and my dimes. And every night when I come home with change, I save up my change. Another tip that I give, especially young people, an easy way to save up money is if you have dollar bills or singles, when you get home, just put those singles or those dollar bills, put them away for a month. And at the end of the month, see how much money you have saved up. And I still do that to this day. Any dollar bills that I have, when I get home at night, I put them away. I save them up. And you'd be surprised. You'll have an extra $100 that you would have normally not had because you have been disciplined in saving up your money. And there's some people that save up their change and their dollars for decades. Okay. And they die, and then their family members find it and they have a large sum of money because they saved up. Rip off. Okay. So when someone scams you or someone gets over on you, they ripped you off. They charge you $100 and said that what they were selling you would last for 4 years. You paid $100 and it lasts 4 days. Have you ever been ripped off? Yeah, that's just a part of life. And so you want to try to minimize being ripped off. You know, I get texts on my phone every week from someone that's trying to rip me off. They'll say, please call this number. Your account has been frozen. And I'm like, I don't even have an account with you guys. You're trying to rip me off. Okay. You're trying to take money from me that is not yours. Pay on. Okay. Now, if you can't pay off a loan, you can pay on a loan. So if you owe me $600 and you don't have all of the $600, you may say, Jay, here's $100 and I will give you the balance on next month. So you pay on what you owe. You pay on. Okay. Pay on. So you're giving a portion of the money that is owed. All right, here's our first pop quiz question. What phrasal verb can you use when you reimburse someone money owed? What phrasal verb can you use when you reimburse someone money that is owed? Let's make sure you put your answers down in the comments section and see who can get those correct. Okay, pay off. Pay off is a phrasal verb that you would use once you get a bill and you have completely paid the balance. So you owe me $600. You gave me $100 the first month, and then the second month you gave me $500. Now your debt has been paid off. Okay, pay off. Some people only like to purchase things if they can pay it off in full. Okay, pay off. Chip in. Chip in is when you offer to help someone with a particular bill or amount of money. So if there is a soccer game coming on television and it costs $60 to watch it on pay-per-view, and pay-per-view is where you have access to live events, but you would pay a certain amount in order to watch it live. So let's say that event costs $60. And I have 9 other friends that want to watch this event. So there's 10 of us. I may say, who's chipping in so we can watch the soccer game? So everyone would chip in $6. 6 times 10 is 60. Chip in. Or if you have a child that lives with you and they are in their 20s and they're working and you want them to, or they want to stay at your home, you may say, look, if you're going to stay here, you're going to have to chip in on this rent. I need you to chip in $100, $200 every month. So when you chip in, you're helping to pay a particular balance of money. Add up. When you add up, you're taking the sum amount of items to see how much the bottom line is or the total cost. So if I went to the store and I bought apples, bananas, and grapes, I would have to add them up to see how much the total would be. Or if I went shopping for a shirt, pants, and shoes, the shirt was $5, the pants was $10, and the shoes were $20. I would add that up, and that should be $35. 5, 10, and 20. 35. Add up. Go splurge. Now, when you go splurge, you're going to spend an unlimited amount of money because money is no object. So let's just say I had an extra $1,000 and you and I were going to the mall and I said, look, buy whatever you want. I'm going to splurge today. We got enough money to do whatever we want. So you buy an outfit, I buy an outfit. We go out to eat, we go to a movie. We're splurging. We're spending money because we got money. Okay. We're not worried about expenses. We're not worried about bills. We're just going to splurge. We're going to have a good time spending this money. Another phrasal verb concerning money is dip into. Boy. So when you dip into, for instance, you may dip into your savings. So if I've been saving $100 a month, and at the end of the year, I had $1,200. But then I had to go to the dentist and I had to have an operation on a tooth that cost $600, I would have to dip into my savings to get the $600. So I would have to go into my emergency fund and get that money out. Boy, it hurts. But you learn to be grateful that you have a savings, because there are some people that have a need and they don't have anything that they can dip into. Okay. So I've learned to just be grateful that I have a savings that I can dip into to go get my tooth fixed. Okay. Dip into. Or you may go out to eat with someone and the bill may be $50 and all you have is $40. You may say to someone, I need y'all to chip in $10. Or you may say, look, I need y'all to dip into your wallet and get me $10. Dip in. Buy up. So when you buy up something, you buy a lot of it. So if we're back at the mall, you would say, Jay, you sure did buy up all the shoes. Now, I may not have bought all of the shoes, but I bought a lot of the shoes. I hope you understand. So it's just a phrasal verb to describe when a person has spent a lot of money. Okay. So if I go and I buy 10 shirts, you may say, wow, Jay, you bought all the shirts up. Did you buy up all the shirts? So did you spend a lot of money? Or it seems like you spent a lot of money because you bought a lot of items. Buy up. Run up. Okay. Now, run up is a phrasal verb that you could use to describe spending a lot of money. Usually we would say you're running up a tab or you're running up the bill. Back before on cell phones, before there was unlimited data, people would use the cell phone and they would run up charges by using a lot of data. And so you would get your bill and you would be like, who ran up my bill? And then you would look and see that someone was using a lot of data on the phone. Okay. Or you may go out to eat and someone likes to drink and they're constantly ordering wine. Let me get another cup of wine. Let me get another cup of beer. Let me get another appetizer. Let me get some more shrimp. They're running up a bill. Okay. So they're adding expenses and it's going to cost a lot of money. All right. Here's our next pop quiz question. What phrasal verb can you use when you spend unlimited amounts of money? I talked about this in this section. Remember when you go to the mall and money's no object, what phrasal verb can you use when you spend unlimited amounts of money? Let's see if you can get that one correct. Okay, our last section for today, cash in. Okay, cash in. So there are some people that play the lottery. They try to win money. And if they won, they would have to cash in their lottery ticket. So basically they're redeeming the value of their lottery ticket. Okay. Or someone may write you a check. If I write you a check for $400, you would go to the bank to cash the check or cash it in. Okay. Cash in or just cash. Go under is a phrasal verb that describes when a person or a business is bankrupt or losing a lot of money. So for instance, if I owned a store and no one shopped there, I may tell someone, it looks like I'm about to go under. I'm about to lose the business because no one is buying any merchandise. Okay. Now imagine if no one watched my videos, Jay's Learning School would go under. Even though no money is involved, it's a phrasal verb to communicate that there is no profit being made. Okay. There's no money being made, or there's no one watching the videos go under. Fork out. Okay. So fork out is similar to when we were talking about chipping in. Okay. So you may describe to someone, say, man, I had to get the motor fixed on my car and I had to fork out $4,000. So to fork out is to pay. Okay. And usually you use that term if it's an expense you had, or you may use it in a sense to where you want someone to help you pay an expense. So if we're back at the restaurant and the bill is $60, I may say, look, I need y'all to fork out $5 to help me pay this bill. Okay. So fork out is a phrasal verb used to describe paying an expense. Stack up. Now, I say this all the time. Now, if you do what I told you earlier and you save your coins and you save your dollar bills, you're letting your money stack up. So in January, you may have saved $20. In February, you may have saved $5. It's okay. Your money's still stacking up. You went from 20 to 25. In March, you may save $10. Now you're at 35. Your money is stacking up. Then you take that and you go buy a lawnmower. Okay. Or you buy something that can help you make more money or stack your money up. You get it? So to stack up your money is to communicate that you're saving your money or you're earning a lot of money. So you may get a new job and you may tell someone, man, I'm making a lot of money and I'm able to stack it up now. So when you stack up money, you're able to save your money. Shell out is similar to fork out. Okay, so when you shell out, when you shell out, you are paying for something. Okay, remember how I talked about the restaurant? You fork out or you can shell out money. So you're paying an expense. Shell out. Rake in. Ooh, you're making some money now. Sometimes we'll say, man, that business is raking it in. They're making a lot of money. Or you may own a business and I can sit back and see that you have a lot of customers. And I may tell my wife, I say, look, he's really raking it in. He's making a lot of money. He's raking it in. Bail out. I need some help. Can you bail me out? I owe some money, but I don't have it to pay myself. Can you bail me out? Can you help me pay what I owe? If not, they're going to take the car. I need you to bail me out. Or if you don't help me, they're going to come turn the lights out. So can you bail me out? I need you to loan me some money or give me some money. Okay. Bail out. Now that's funny. Cough up. So throughout today's lesson, I have been coughing. But to cough up money just means it's another phrasal verb or way to express shelling out or paying money. I need you to cough up $5. Come on, each one of y'all. If we're going to watch this soccer game, I need you to cough up $5 a piece. Okay, we're going to get a pizza. The pizza costs $30. I need y'all to cough up some money. I'm not going to pay for this myself and y'all eat it all. So cough up some money. Okay. Help pay the bill. So if we go out to eat and everyone's sitting around looking at me to pay the bill, nah, y'all better cough up some money. Help me pay this bill. Okay, here's our last pop quiz question, and it's a fill in the blank question. How would you answer this with a phrasal verb? In the last 6 years, I have blank $10,000 in savings. Okay, now I used the phrasal verb in this last section to describe saving money. So how would you answer this? In the last 6 years, I have blank $10,000 in savings. Now, I'll be surprised if you guys get this one right. I wanted to switch it up a little bit. So let's see who can get this one right. All right, before we get out of here, and I can go rest my voice, let's give a subscriber shout out. I'm so grateful for everyone that subscribes to the channel. Here are a couple of recent subscribers. As always, thank you so much. I cannot believe we have over 1,000 subscribers here on the channel. Thank you to everyone that is sharing the lessons, whether it be on WhatsApp, Facebook, or however you share it. Thank you so much. And welcome to the community here at Jay's Learning School. Okay, here's a recent comment. This is one of my recent subscribers who has really been active in the comment section, and they answered one of the quiz questions, and then he left me a comment and said, "I wish you a healthy throat." Thank you so much, sir. I am trying to get there. I am really trying to get there, and it could have been a great excuse for me not to do these videos, but I'm pressing on. And thank you guys so much for being patient with me while I'm dealing with pollen season. It lasts till about the end of April. So I'm being prayerful that things will get better. But until then, we'll keep pressing our way. I hope you guys join me on my next teaching lesson. I'll see you then. Y'all have a great day.